Today we're going to look at AHP 215 just as an example, but this will be the same in those other courses as well. So the first thing I'd like you all to do, and feel free to follow along if you'd like, is go to your modules. In here, there's a new page. This will probably be near the bottom of your instructor resources module. There's a new page called Setting Up Exams. Everyone must access this. Now on here, there's instructions. This is going to go over the exact same items that I'm showing you today in this training. But below that is the really important part. We've got the prescription for how to lay out each of your exams. So this is specific to each course that you're teaching, and it tells you for each exam what items from what chapters should be included. And these all add up to 50. Now, there's been one question from each of these first chapters already included within the question banks because we had to have one in there for them not to disappear on you. And I wanted to make this as easy as possible and have it all pre-set up. So that's why this page is really important. We've got the instructions on here. If you don't want to see them, you can click on it and it'll go away. Below that, we've got the prescriptions for writing out your exams. Okay. So once you've taken a look at this and you can see what needs to be added to your exams, what I want you to do is open up the quizzes area. Now, what's been done is for these exams that your students are taking, they have already been set up, and if they aren't right now, it's okay, we're working on it, so that you don't have to touch anything in here. I've set it up so it's pulling questions out of the question bank that we're about to fill up. All right, so your exams are going to be worth 100 points, 50 questions, 2 points per question. They don't need to touch any of the quiz settings. Okay, so what you do need to do within your quizzes is you'll come to these 3 dots in the upper right corner. And when you click on that, the first option is Manage Question Banks. So we'll click on that. All right, so once we're in here, we can see all the chapter question banks, and at the bottom, we've got the question banks that have been set up. And these are what we're going to throw questions into to populate your exam. Now we're doing this so that you can know exactly what's in each exam and your students can have a consistent experience. All right. So if we go back to that Setting Up Exams page that I showed you in the Instructor Resources module, we can see that for the Week 8 exam, we need 7 questions from Chapter 7. Now there's already one in here. We can see, like I said, I had to do that so that these wouldn't just disappear on us. But for the rest of them, we'll just scroll up to Chapter 7, click on this option. And then I would suggest reading through all the questions that are here as an option. If you want to see the rest of the question, all the different responses, including the correct answer and those distractors, you can click that little pencil and it'll pull everything up. And when you're done, you can hit cancel. So again, if you want to see what's actually in a question, you can click the little pencil icon. Now, when you've found one that you would like to include, all you do is click this Move/Copy Question to Another Bank button. And then you'll scroll to the bottom and choose whichever exam we're putting it into. So this is from Chapter 7. So we're adding it to the Week 8 exam for AHP 215. And then we'll just click the Move/Copy Exam question. We'll continue this process for the rest of the items in this chapter. Remember, we need 7 from Chapter 7 for AHP 215. When we're done with that, you can hit the back button and it will take you back to all the question banks, and you can repeat the process for the rest of the chapters that you need to add items for. Once you've done that, you can scroll down and see how many questions are within your bank. You want this to say 50. If this says 50 questions, you're done and your exams are ready and they're all set up. If you don't have enough questions, questions will be repeated for your students. So it's okay if there's 51 or 52. That just means there's a couple questions that might be different for students. But if you have 48, they'll have 2 items that are repeated. All right, that's really all we're doing. So does anybody have any questions?
No, I think that answers the save button question. Thank
Okay,
you.
awesome.
Thanks.